The Yankees roll into Coors Field tonight, but this isn't just any ballpark. It's a hitter's paradise, a place where baseballs fly further and pitchers sweat bullets. Yet, standing tall on the mound for New York is Max Fried, a man on a mission. His 1.29 ERA isn't just a number, it's a statement. Command is his weapon, nearly 24% strikeouts, barely 6% walks. Ground balls, over half the time. Fried is the steel in this fragile mountain air, shutting down hitters who dare to dream of long balls. Across the diamond, Kyle Freeland's struggling to keep up. His 5.68 ERA tells a brutal story, one filled with mistakes and expensive pitches. Coors Field has been unforgiving, and Freeland's whip above 160 screams trouble. The Rockies' hopes of lighting up the scoreboard face a stone wall tonight. This game isn't just about starters. New York's bullpen has locked down the fort recently, sporting a sharp 2.66 ERA over 6 games. Colorado's bats? They're stuck in the mud, hitting a pitiful 191 against lefties this season. History whispers to us, when the Yankees face teams that strike out often, the road games tilt heavily toward the under. It's grinded-out baseball, and the scoreboard reflects every pitch. The Rockies desperately need a breakout, but Fried and the Yankees pitching staff look ready to snuff out any fire before it starts. At Coors, runs usually fly high, but tonight, pitching wears the crown. Listen closely. The smart money's on a tight, tense battle where every run counts. And today's AI pick is Yankees and under 10.5 runs. Now Abaddon's up with Padres versus Braves.
San Diego Padres step onto enemy turf tonight, facing the Atlanta Braves at Truist Park, a battlefield where every pitch, every swing carries the weight of survival. Michael King, the Padres ace, takes the mound with a laser focus. 10 starts this season, a razor-sharp 2.59 ERA, and a whip barely above 1.0. He strikes out nearly 30% of hitters and commands the strike zone with precision, though Coors Field's air hasn't been kind to his home run allowance. King's ground ball game keeps pressure on opponents, but tonight he faces a Braves lineup that's hungry for redemption. Across the diamond, Atlanta counters with Grant Holmes, a pitcher with fire and flaws. Holmes owns a 4.01 ERA, but at home, he's a different beast, dropping that ERA to 2.63 in 5 starts. His strikeout rate commands respect, but the walk rate threatens control. Holmes must navigate the Padres' sharp bats and the relentless energy of a home crowd craving a breakthrough. This isn't just a pitcher's duel. It's a clash of momentum and will. The Padres' recent slump at the plate, hitting just .201 over 6 games, contrasts sharply with Atlanta's sizzling .296 over the last 5. The Braves' bullpen has been a fortress at home, while San Diego's relief corps struggles with a 6.05 ERA. Those numbers don't lie. They hint at a shift in tides. Look deeper. San Diego's road record against teams with a disciplined bullpen whip under 1.35 spells trouble, 6-9 with losses mounting. Meanwhile, Atlanta thrives on home soil against right-handed starters, boasting a strong 12-6 record and a plus 3.5 unit return. Tonight, the stakes aren't just wins or losses, they're survival. The smart money rides with the team holding the momentum and the home advantage. And today's AI pick is clear. Braves at plus 111. Now Malichi and Elvis break down Dodgers versus Mets.
Elvis, you feeling this? Dodgers roll into Citi Field, Gonsolin on the hill. 4 starts this year, ERAs creeping over 4. But those strikeouts? Sharp as a razor, almost 29%. Walks? Yeah, that's the one chink in the armor, over 10%. And bro, the homers? Almost 2 a game. City's walls ain't forgiving. 1 mistake, 1 swing, gone. Now flip it to the Mets. Peterson. 9 starts, a slick 2.86 ERA, solid whip at 1.33. This guy's all about control, throwing grounders like a machine, over 56%. Opponents can barely lift balls off the turf, less than 1 homer per 9 innings. He's the real deal, keeping the heat low and bats guessing. Offense? Dodgers hitting. 257 off lefties, cracking 24 homers in just 15 games. The Mets? They're grinding it out with a .279 average against the league. And that's not just numbers, that's hungry bats ready to explode. But here's the twist. Dodgers bullpen's been shaky. 6.00 ERA in the last 6, key arms sidelined. Mets bullpen? Locked and loaded, ready to pounce. History backs it. Dodgers on the road, 46-15 overs against teams that outscore opponents by half a run or more. The Mets? A blistering 13-2 overs when facing teams slugging over 440. This game? No slow burn. It's a powder keg ready to blow. And here's the kicker. AI says Dodgers and Mets over 8.5. Elvis, watch this one. Big runs, big drama.
Tonight, the Phillies face the Athletics under the lights at Sutter Health Park. Christopher Sanchez will toe the rubber for Philadelphia. In 9 starts this season, Sanchez owns a 3.10 ERA and a whip of 1.18. His strikeout rate's strong at 28.5%, walks kept tight at 8.2%. He keeps hitters on the ground more than half the time, 56.7% ground balls, and limits long balls to just over 1 per 9 innings. Jeffrey Springs takes the mound for the Athletics. 10 starts in, his numbers read differently, an ERA of 2.91, whip of 1.25. Strikeouts are lower at 18.2%, and walks hover near 9.3%. But Springs doesn't induce many grounders, only 30.7%, and his home run rate is a tick higher at 1.19 per 9 innings. Let's talk offense. Philadelphia's bats are hot lately, hitting .294 over their last 7 games. Contrast that with Oakland's .228 during the same stretch. Meanwhile, the Athletics' bullpen is bleeding runs, with a brutal 7.46 ERA in that period. Springs' home starts haven't been kind either. His ERA balloons to 6.30 over 4 games in front of the home crowd. The Phillies have dominated on the run line recently, posting an 8-2 record in their last 10 road games and banking a plus 6.3 unit return. That's not just a stat, it's a signal. Philadelphia's pitching and hitting combo looks ready to take command again. Tonight's AI pick is Philadelphia on the run line at minus 1.5. Expect Philly to pressure early and hold tight late. The Athletics' weaknesses get exposed under pressure, especially with Springs on the mound. Now, Rocco steps up next with his take on the upcoming matchup.
The Angels step up to the plate tonight against the Marlins in a matchup that's brewing under the surface. Cal Quantrill takes the mound for Miami. His numbers paint a rough picture, a 6.37 ERA and a whip over 1.5. Ground balls aren't coming easy, and the home run count is climbing. Opposing hitters smell blood, and that bullpen behind him? Not much relief coming there, with an ERA over 6.6 recently. On the other side, Jose Soriano for the Angels has shown flashes but struggles with control. His walk rate is higher than you want, though he keeps the ball low with a ground ball rate near 64%. Still, home run damage lurks, and the Angels' bullpen has been shaky at best, especially at home. Both teams are coming in hot offensively, Miami hitting .265 recently, the Angels heating up to .300 with power surging. The game promises fireworks, and the smart play is to expect runs flying over the total. And today's AI pick is over 8.5 runs. Now Lilith steps in to break down what it all means for you. The stakes, the warnings, and the final reckoning.
I am Lilith, the watcher at the crossroads, the whisper in the wind, the shadow you can't escape. 5 battles under the merciless glare of the diamond's blaze. The Yankees and Rockies, a war of patience and grit. Runs kept under 10.5, the silence before the storm. Braves and Padres, a clash of wills and warriors. The home soil held firm, the money line belonged to the bold. Dodgers and Mets ignited the floodgates, over 8.5 runs, a torrent of fury and fire. Phillies struck with the precision of a serpent, taking the run line, destinies chosen. Marlins and Angels lit the night sky ablaze, over 8.5, flames licking at the edge of glory. This is no mere game. This is Judgment Day, where every pitch, every swing, seals the fate of kings and pawns alike. Soy Lilith, la vigilante en la encrucijada, el susurro en el viento, la sombra que no puedes escapar. 5 batallas bajo la mirada implacable del resplandor del diamante. Yankees y Rockies, una guerra de paciencia y coraje, carreras bajo 10.5, el silencio antes de la tormenta. Bravos y Padres, un choque de voluntades y guerreros. La tierra natal se mantuvo firme. La línea de dinero perteneció a los valientes. Dodgers y Mets desataron las compuertas, más de 8.5 carreras, una tormenta de furia y fuego. Phillies atacaron con la precisión de una serpiente, tomando la línea de carrera, elegidos por el destino. Marlins y Ángeles encendieron el cielo nocturno, más de 8.5, llamas lamiendo el borde de la gloria. Esto no es un simple juego. Este es el día del juicio, donde cada lanzamiento, cada bateo, sella el destino de reyes y peones por igual. Some fires are set, not to warm, but to expose. Will we cash or will we burn? Like and subscribe. El juicio está cerca. ¿Serás fuego o cenizas?